Hey guys, welcome to Perfect Timing. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe the buttons here on the bottom. Thank you so much.
Why you look so drained? Remind me of what's your name. Is anybody listening to you? Does anybody really care for you? I can tell that you haven't been given much.
Welcome to Perfect Timing. Today, she isn't just beautiful, right? She's an entrepreneur, graphic designer, model. This woman does it all, hosts. I could literally go on and on and on with all her hashtags and all this stuff. Amber Fortune.
Hi guys, I'm Amber. Ariel, thank you so very much for having me here. So I'm the owner, founder, and CEO of Fortune Entertainment Group. Yes, I do model, I do hosting, acting, and I'm just in and out of the music, fashion, and entertainment business. My company, Fortune Entertainment Group, specializes in entertainment business services and social and graphic services as well.
Wow.
Based in Philadelphia, PA, so we definitely had to make this drive up to this is not Central PA, but Poconos, Allentown area.
Close enough.
Allentown area. So yeah, we're here.
We vibing right now.
Yes.
So let's start off with an easy question.
Okay.
How's your day?
It's great. It's just hot as balls.
Yeah.
It's great. It's going well. I think I put on one layer of makeup, but it's just no, it's just.
Girl, you look
Don't
good.
worry, I'll wash it off later.
You look fire though. You're
Thank
fine.
you.
You're fine. So what's been your biggest ambition this year?
My biggest ambition and goal this year is just to take all of the knowledge and experience that I've gained over the past 10 years and polish it in a way that's professional, streamlined, and inspires the masses basically.
Oh.
So I think just to hone down on that a little bit, my biggest inspiration is to not only inspire others, but with working, inspire myself to do more too.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So and you've been inspiring yourself to do more, as I see obviously on Instagram, Facebook. Girl, you've been busy.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
And just off camera, you told me you were in LA, right?
Yeah, just got back. Was out there for a month and a half between April and May.
Yeah.
So yeah, I turned into a whole LA person. I'm oh, I see why you guys are like this. But then I had to come back. But don't worry, I'll be back next month. Gotta get out of here.
I don't blame her. I left downtown. Obviously, you're the CEO of your businesses. There's a lot, so but don't forgive me if I forget a lot.
It's fine.
But I know you started the film Rose, correct?
Yes, so I was working with Spectrum Films and assisted them with casting people from the Allentown area for the movie film Roses, which is their premiere production. And it's basically based on following a young woman whose name is Rose that navigates the underground and battle rap scene in the early 2000s and still, navigating her life and then still trying to be taken seriously as a woman in the rap game, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I saw the trailer. I was trying to understand it. To be honest, I was like, yo, this is getting deep. But I was like, what was the end goal? And then you just told it. So I was like,
right. That's
now
the
it makes
synopsis.
sense.
So you guys make sure you check out Spectrum Films and watch out for Roses. I know there's a few Allentown people actually in Roses. So I'm super excited for the city and Philadelphia, Chester, Pennsylvania, the whole Eastern Seaboard and United States to see it.
Yes. And so also, I already know that you're about to start a podcast. So tell me more about that.
Well, not necessarily a podcast, but I'm in productions right now for my show called Chasing Fortune. And what Chasing Fortune is, it's like you or me. What do? We have our everyday lives, and making sure that we survive and stay above water. But we also want to make sure that we chase our dreams.
Yeah.
And there's obstacles with life. There's always an obstacle. So how do you get over those obstacles and challenges to make sure you can chase your success or chase your fortune?
I like that.
Yeah.
Those bars.
Yeah.
How did you and Oscar meet? And what has I know? Like I said, there's been a major growth since then. I've seen you. I was like, okay, I knew she did this, but I didn't know she did all this, right?
Yes.
So what's been from that time? How did you meet Oscar, and what's been the journey for you till now?
Hi, Kevin. Hi, Oscar. So I met Oscar, who owns Old Mac Talent Management and Agency. I want to say, what's this year? It's 21. So 2 years ago, when I was asked to participate in Miss Fashion Global for New Jersey. And Oscar was one of the judges, and I had the opportunity to actually win Curvy Queen for that year.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm the Curvy Queen for 2019 for Miss Fashion Global for the state of New Jersey, just for the state regionals. And then we had the opportunity to go down to Orlando, Florida, and do the national competition. So at the national competition, I was basically crowned or asked to, you're representing New Jersey, Georgia, and Florida for Curvy Queen. For the Curvy sector. So yeah, so that's how me and Oscar met. And then of course, connecting throughout the fashion world in Philadelphia and the southeastern area of the state of New Jersey. And then it just went from there. So they asked me to come out to be their host for their Old Mac modeling experience for New York Fashion Week in Brooklyn and in Manhattan, and that's how we reconnected.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You held that down too. I was
Thank you.
yo.
Oh, we gotta definitely. I'm gonna reshare the videos that they put together for that. So so you guys get to see it if you did. Okay, after that, so I'm while in production for the show Chasing Fortune, which is a reality docuseries. I decided to actually pause production on that, make sure all my ducks were in a row so that way I'm not wasting my time or anybody else's time, but also that we can create a polished production and that way get the story conveyed in the way that's supposed to be. Because with a lot of reality TV shows today, they just highlight the drama. Of course, there's drama in life and stuff like that, but what's the conflict resolution?
Exactly.
And I'm big on conflict resolution. Either you resolve it or it's just something that you have to deal with later. I'm a big person of let's take care of this now.
Yes, yes. I know, you're always on go, so I already know. So after doing pause in production, again, obviously, like I said, all your ducks in a row. Now, you said the music entertainment, right?
Yeah, music
that caught
entertainment.
my attention because I know a lot of artists. So what you do and that on the music side of things.
So on the music side of things, I'm not quite sure how many people are aware, but I used to be a label president. So it was called From All Angles. No, that was my group that I was a part of. I used to perform still, so I'm sorry. It's called so I was a part of this record label that we did a lot of work out of UE Radio, Batcave, things like that, and we had 12 artists underneath of us. So from there, I've worked doing the production coordination behind the scenes in regards to the Philly Hip Hop Awards. And then I also plug in artists with I'm like the hub source. Okay, you need help with getting into the studio, getting block time, getting your video shot, mix and mastering your projects, getting together singers or songwriters, putting together a group, or actually getting entered into events that allow you to broadcast your music on the main or global stage. That's what I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you put everything together, pretty much put their schedule together, I guess you could say, in a way?
I guess their itinerary or their agendas, depending on what they need to get done. But if you're an artist, you're definitely you come see Fortune Entertainment Group, we get you plugged in that week, basically. So yeah, it just depends on what you need done. So yeah. Heavy in the studios, not as much as I used to, because I literally used to spend my life in the studios. Yes.
So wait, and you told me about you sing or rap? You
sing.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I was a part of this group called From All Angles. So we were a R&B group. I was the youngest one. I started when I was a teenager, and everybody else was in their 20s. But we would tour up and down the East Coast for different clubs and venues and stuff like that, and perform, whether it be R&B and soul covers, original music, things like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I got started because I had a friend when I was 14 that was in Delaware State University, just adopted me as his little sister. So he would just feed me beats.
Yeah.
And I was just perform on those beats. And then that's how I first got started in music, going to the studio, record them, perform them, and then go around the country and do them. And luckily my mom was so cool. Because whose parents going to let their 14-year-old child, like, all right, well, you got to have rehearsal at a bar or a nightclub. Yes, I have to do this. But my mom was very supportive, still is to this day. Shout out to Mom. Love you. And yep.
Wow, I did not know that. Like, this is very educational for me right now.
Yeah.
Are you still making music?
Well, my folks do. My affiliates do. So we have Blockchain Music Group. That has artists called Kawhi. Kawhi is really great. I really want y'all to hear his music. The next time I come back, I'll have everything set up where it's like, hey, we could just stream it right now.
Yeah,
you know? Do it that way, yeah. And then also, there's a company that I'm really familiar with called Music Notch. They have Young Legends brand. Young Legends basically follows up and coming artists while still making them whole and well-rounded into a brand while promoting the Young Legends streetwear.
Wow.
So Music Notch has Young Legends, and Blockchain Music has Nemesis clothing wear, but they're music brands that molds these artists into what they should be. Not like some rinky-dink mom and pop in your basement, in your closet, got a booth on a crate, you know what I'm saying? No, none of that. Also, on top of that, I just must say, Music Notch has an analytical source where you can plug in all of your links. So as you see how right now we're on, what is this, Clubhouse and Instagram and Facebook, and then you take all of your links, you encompass it to one, so that way it just feeds out like a, kind of like a tree chain. Or however they go.
No, it's I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's great, and it helps you like streamline your services and brand too.
That's awesome.
Well, I get back into music. I don't know. I was doing karaoke the other night. It sounded pretty good. I probably will get back into music myself. But first, I just want to make sure that Fortune Entertainment Group and Amber Fortune herself, like I'm not Amber Fortune, are like well-oiled engines. But even as yourself, you are your company. So sometimes when people refer to themselves in third person, there's nothing wrong with that, because you have to remove yourself from yourself to know what yourself has to do. If that makes any sense,
bro. You just throwing gems.
I
like
saying.
that. I like that. No, I love that.
Yeah.
No, because that was just deep. But you just self within. I don't remember it all, but the point was it was deep.
Like, say for example, we was like, "Hey, I'm George." So say for example, like early, well, George needs to get this, that, and the third time. Y'all gotta stop calling this. Khalil. Oh, actually, let me take this call. So this is Mr. Khalil Thompson on speaker. Hey, Khalil, I'm in the middle of a interview right now. But I wanted to bring you on the line just to talk a little bit more about your project and what you're doing up and coming. I know we just had the meeting and everything yesterday, so I'm not going to say anything. I'll just let you talk a little bit.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello. How you doing, man?
How you doing? My name is Khalil Thompson. We're working on a project. Right now, it's titled Cheat on You. But I had my first gig yesterday, and the amount of experience I had on there wound up being, they said it's a good script you got. And they thought I should turn it into a web series. So that's what we had down. And what you just wanted to know about it?
Yeah, well, you called because we're in the middle of the interview, so people's been calling. So I'm like, all right, well, let me just answer real quick just to say go to the live video on Facebook. But so for Khalil's web series, Cheat on You, I'm casted as Simone, basically the girl being cheated on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be dope. It gives you what those early 2000s nostalgic vibes. Shout out to DMX.
Yeah.
And things like that.
It's going to be under my production company, Spark Street Family Films.
Spark Street Family Films is his production company under Khalil Thompson.
That's awesome.
I was calling Amber because I just got off the phone with Corey, one of the guys who's playing character Corey.
Yeah.
He couldn't make it till yesterday on the table read. I was trying to schedule a table read for this Saturday. I will need you for Rome.
All right, I'll be there. But I'm gonna call you back when I leave from here, though. But I just wanted to give you a quick shout out on your company and your upcoming project.
Shout out to you, bro, for sure.
All right, I'll call you later.
Have a good day, all right, bro.
All right, bye.
Hopefully they caught that on here.
Sorry, guys, we're back again.
Have you ever battled with depression?
Yes. Honestly, I still battle with depression to this day. And it's one of those things where it's like, whether it's depression, anxiety, never, like when I was younger, probably as a teenager, yeah, I've dealt with suicidal thoughts and things like that. Who hasn't, really, just being honestly speaking? But it's one of those things where you have to like take stock, like remind yourself every day, are people telling you bad things or are you telling yourself bad things? Is all of that stuff internal or external? You have to really take stock of mind over matter. And I tell people this all the time. It's like, you know, you feel your feels. Feel your feels, but just know at the end of the day, thank God for the little things, like, you know, having a roof over your head or the ability to eat, clothes on your back, transportation. And that's what I do. Like, I pray a lot and I meditate a lot, because especially with COVID and like, you know, being locked down and everything, that like caused my anxiety to spike. But also with anxiety, you get depression because it's like, damn, am I like living up to my standard or whatever the case may be? So I try to take stock of all the good things and give myself like positive reaffirmations. And I did try therapy. I tried the therapy approach. I don't like pills and stuff like that, drugs and stuff like that, so I'm not going to take drugs. So, you know, but therapy didn't work for me. It kind of like backfired. So now what I'll do is like, I'll take like, you know, a couple of hours every day, whether it's like an hour in the morning, a couple of hours before I go to sleep at night, and like write, just get it all out. And then usually that helps like alleviate any symptoms that you're feeling. Or when in doubt, or when you're feeling really, really bad, reach out for help. There's nothing wrong with reaching out for help if you're feeling depressed, or, you know, you feel like you're going on a downward spiral. Because unless you're vocal about it, you know, who's going to know? And then you don't want to see one of those like suicide prevention joints. So
as you've been battling with it, right? And you say you've been writing. Do you know where it mostly stems from?
Yeah. Oh, that's a great freaking question. Yes. I would say for me personally, but just to generalize it for everybody, depression is usually stems from trauma. That's how I try to like take the approach on it. And it is for me personally, it stems from like, you know, childhood or teenage trauma or negative experiences that were never resolved. And, you know, sometimes, so I have like one of those type of survivalist type of minds or whatever, because the way I grew up, I'm like, we weren't rich or anything like that, but we were rich in family. But even with that being said, I stress a lot about like, you know, making sure that I can provide my son with the life that I didn't have. And he has that life, you know, shout out to Kamari. You're an a-hole, but I love you and you're my a-hole and I'm proud of you. So make sure, you know, that, so that's why I'm always on overdrive, because I feel like if I'm not doing enough, if I don't feel like I'm personally doing enough, then my anxiety and depression kicks in. So I'm always working, and maybe I should probably find a different outlet for that. Always working, so that way I can go to bed at the end of the night without having wandering thoughts like, did I do enough of this? Damn, maybe I should have followed up on that. Oh, wow, now I'm about to be sad because now I don't feel like I'm adding up. And then, you know, the depression, you know, corners that, like, you know, takes the relay off to the races from the anxiety.
Wow.
That's
a lot to put on your plate.
Yeah.
And you're only one person, you know.
True. But I also feel like, you know, if I don't do it, who's going to do it for me? Nobody. So it has to get done.
And you're right about that. And do you have like, you ever set up a day though for yourself to be like, all right, I'm taking this whole day to myself, nothing about business, nothing like that?
I haven't yet, honestly. I've been scheduling it in. I really have, but I haven't. Like, maybe today, after, like, we're done our interview, I'll probably treat myself to dinner or something like that. Because, you know, it's self-care, and you need to have, like, a self-care routine because, you know, however you feel about yourself on the inside basically manifests on the outside. And so if you don't, you know, people are like cars, you know, if you don't keep it maintenance, like, you will break down just like they will. Yeah. So today, later tonight, will be my self-care.
There we go.
And then tomorrow is Monday, so back to the races.
I love that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. So I think I have one more question then. Okay. Because I feel like we covered A to Z at this point.
If you got any questions, feel free. I'm here to answer.
What's some advice you can give anybody in the entertainment business who wants to follow in your footsteps and be like, yo, I want to be just like her?
All right, this is going to be a 3-part answer.
There we
So
go.
just give him, like, I've been in the entertainment business and I look young, I am young, I'm very young actually, but I got a head start. So I've been in the entertainment business for like the past 16 years.
Wow.
And just garner off of that experience, know what you want to do and do that shit. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it or you need to do something different. Honestly, if you have a vision, let that vision grow. And then, you never know because you could be ahead of your time.
Yeah.
So just keep working on your craft and do what you want to do. Everybody has people that love them that are like, fans, like the good fans. And then everybody has haters,
Yep.
that'll have you like, oh my God, maybe I'm not doing enough. But haters are fans and they love you. They just don't know it. Hate is actually love. It's just a negative form of love. So your haters are your fans. So just shout outs to them.
Yeah.
And then don't feed into what other people say or other people do. You know what you want to do. So just do it. Sometimes, there's a saying in the Bible or the Quran or whatever the Torah or whatever your religion is that God helps those that help themselves. So
Like that.
usually it's like, when you put yourself out there, regardless of anybody else, you're going to get what you need from the universe to continue that. Or you're going to get signs to say, hey, you're doing it the right way. Or, hey, maybe you need to be realigned a different way. And then from there, when you help yourself like that, then the team around you grows. But also with, having a team, make sure the people that are in your circle are not only for themselves, because everybody, like, honestly, everybody's an individual and they're for themselves. So make sure they're about the vision, the whole group collective, and also for you, because you have people that are very ambitious, and ambition is a great thing, but make sure that the ambitions can align with the project or the task that's basically being brought forth.
That's amazing.
So watch your circle, watch the company that you keep. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you can't do it, just follow up and say why you can't do it. When in doubt, ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And also, just learn what you want to do and then learn that area of trade or whatever.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
So you guys got it here with the beautiful, amazing Amber Fortune. You want to shout out your, Instagram and stuff too?
Well, shout out to Ariel Velez because he's freaking awesome. And again, congratulations on the engagement. I just want an invite to the wedding. I don't have to have
You
a
already
front
know.
row seat. I just need a bottle of champagne
You're good.
and some rice, so I can be like, oh,
I got you.
yay! I'm gonna be the ratchet one there. No, it's gonna be classy ratchet.
Yeah, you're good. And my brother's single, so if you want, just like
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, hey, bro. Shout out to you.
I don't know if he's watching, but
But shout out to Fortune Entertainment Group. Shout out to Chasing Fortune, the cast. Shout out to everybody a part of that. Shout out to Young Legends, Music Notch, Blockchain Music Group, Nemesis Clothing Streetwear. Shout out to Koala Brand. Shout out to Diego Thomas, because we have these amazing, amazing shots that we did in Virginia Beach for You're Dope, I'm Dope, We're Dope, Let's Shoot. So we're excited to have those images released for you guys with one of Fortune Entertainment Group models managed by EDVG, Kendra Kiki Reed, also Divine Ambition. So you guys get to see that. Diego's also doing a power session shoot, and we look forward to being there for that in Miami from June the 11th through the 13th. So that's going to be awesome. Make sure you guys register. And then we'll also be doing a follow-up beach house type session with that in August, September. So you and your fiance should definitely come down. Yeah, you and Ashley definitely come down. Shout out
outside of here for sure about that.
Yeah, definitely,
Yes,
definitely.
yeah,
I'll get you all the details.
Yeah.
Shout out to the city of Philadelphia, New York, Miami, LA. Shout out to everyone, and that's all I got.
Perfect timing.
Why you look so drained? Remind me of what